Welcome back to Forgotten Working Class Podcast. I am Tiffany.
I'm John.
Today we have with us Dylan. Thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Everyone, you can find Dylan on TikTok at Dylan Gray Music 37, on Instagram, and on YouTube. I'm going to be dropping all of his links in the description.
You can also find me on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the rest of those platforms as well.
Awesome. I'm going to be dropping those links too. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Arkansas, Chedstone Yard.
Arkansas. You're a ways away from us.
Yep.
Yeah, we're pretty good ways.
How old are you?
I am 25. Well, no, 26. Holy cow. Lord, I'm getting old.
I've done that.
Yeah, we can't remember
times.
either.
I say, I'm used to saying I'm 25, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm 26 now. Wow. Sorry.
Are you married? Do you have kids?
I have a fiance, and we're having our first baby boy here in about 2 weeks, actually.
So exciting.
It's very exciting.
I've also have a bonus son. His name's Luke, and he's about 9 now. So we've got a list of them going now, just about.
That's awesome. Beautiful blended family. So are we.
Okay.
Yep.
It's wonderful. So were you born and raised out there?
I was born and raised out here. Yeah.
Okay. So did you finish high school? Did you go to college?
I did finish high school. I decided not to go to college, but that's mainly because I couldn't afford it. I knew that if I worked my butt off, that I could put money towards my dream, and that's what I was more focused on at the time.
That's inspirational. I mean, you're still so young. You have time, but I hope it comes sooner than later.
I'm hoping so too. But I say it's a work in progress for sure. It's definitely one of those things where you gotta know the right people. You've gotta have the right amount of money, and I won't say that I've ever had the right amount of money, but I'm really starting to get the right people behind me, and thankfully we're working towards getting the right publicity to get everything actually moving.
That's exciting. Let me see that arm. Does that say life's a dance?
It does. It says life's a dance, you learn as you go.
Love it.
I'm saying
You're
this
gonna
one
make
over.
me start singing in my head.
There we go. I almost see you instead of telling you, but I figured there might be copyright issues.
What's the other one say?
This one says, "Music is not to hear; it is to feel."
I like that one.
Absolutely.
I won't.
Music.
I won't take you through the tattoo journey because we'll get lost. I promise. I say the only other one that I'll tell you about is the one right here on my forearm. It says, "Follow your own path." And that's a big thing. That's a big thing for me. I want to promote out to everybody. Just follow your own path. Don't do what everybody's telling you to do unless you're doing it to get to where you want to be. So
Absolutely.
It's good advice.
I appreciate that.
So you went right into work.
I did.
What have you done for work?
Oh Lord, I'm about pretty much a jack of all trades, master of none. I've worked in every field, from fast food to concrete to Lord, plumbing, electric. I did a lot of electric work. I worked as an electrician's apprentice for, oh God, many of years, and just I was supposed to be going to school for it, and then we never got around to going to school for it, and then I lost contact with the boss man. I was like, all right, I'm chasing this dream. This is what I'm chasing now. So I have done carpentry, worked on everything from farms to ranches to charcoal factories. I've been everywhere.
That's awesome. It's admirable.
it's definitely one of those things where, you know, it was always for a short amount of time. I was always just trying to get to the next song or get to the next venue. You know, I'd work that way, I'd have the money for this, or I'd work that way, I'd have the money for that. And so now, like, you know, I got a baby boy coming in 2 weeks, and you know, there was a here pretty recently I was applying for jobs because I didn't think I'd be able to keep doing this. And nobody really wanted to take me because I didn't have much of a work history, you know, saying that I stayed somewhere very long.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know how dependable you are. You know, you've been leaving this job and that job. We want somebody that's going to stick around. I'm like, trust me, I'm trying. I can't stick around somewhere if I don't get hired. But
Does your
True.
fiance work?
my fiance does not work. Not right now. She is 9 months miserable. You know, she's. I'm ready to get this baby out of me. Let's go.
I bet. I've been there twice.
Yeah, she is wanting to go walking today, and I was like, I'll drive beside you in the truck. I'll
Got
drive.
cruise beside her. You're doing good.
Yeah,
So,
doing so great, babe. You want water?
were you born with a guitar in your hand? Were you born singing?
I was not. That's another thing. I was not very good when I first started this. I was a very good songwriter, I feel like, with a lot of potential, and then someone taught me the actual structure for a song, and from there it really just took off because once I knew the structure to a song, well, I'm going to say to a formal song, because you know you can write a song however you want to. You can sing a poem, but the right structure for a song, you have a verse, you have a chorus, you have another verse, a chorus, and then you have a bridge, and then a chorus, and that is the structure of a song. And I did not know that for the longest time, and I was writing, you know, dang near short stories with my songs. And people were like, you know, that's gonna be like a 7-minute song if you do that.
I mean,
Like,
isn't that what most country music is? It's a short story.
Yeah, but
yeah,
not
oh,
minutes.
it's to that structure, and that's one of those things that I had to learn. I had to learn that because if you want to keep people listening, you got to keep it simple, but get your point across. So that's what I try to do with every song.
And then what about the guitar?
The guitar, I actually did not know how to play guitar until I was 18.
Wow.
I guitarist. I had my very first concert ever was going to be in front of like 2,000 people, and I had no clue how to play the guitar. And so I talked to a buddy of mine that did play guitar that I grew up with, Greg Madden, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll be there." And then like 3 weeks beforehand, I I talked to him and I was like, "Hey, are we still good?" And he's like, "Oh, no, man, I'm got to be in St. Louis for my daughter's dance recital." And I'm like, "Okay, have a great time." And I'm freaking out, going, "Who is going to play guitar? Who's going to play guitar? Who's going to play guitar?" I don't know. I started calling everybody. No one. Someone said, "Sounds like you're going to have to learn how to play guitar." And so I taught myself in 3 weeks how to play. Not very well, but I learned how to play. I got about 5 songs, 6 songs done, and that's all I was having to play at my show because it wasn't just me. It was, you know, there was a bunch of acts. I was just one of them, and so I learned how to play these 6 songs, and I uh, I ended up pretty much in my head I bombed that I did terrible that concert, but I had a really good time. Everyone was like, "Hey, you did real good. I'm so proud of you. When did you learn how to play guitar?"
Here, like a couple weeks ago.
like yesterday, I was still teaching myself that one. So, uh, but over the years, after a whole lot of work and a whole lot of practice, I won't say that I'm great, but I'm at least a mediocre guitar player.
I think you're really good.
I can't play guitar, so.
So, what about your voice? Were you born with that?
I was not born with that. That's something else that I had to really, really work for. I auditioned for all sorts of shows, the American Idol, The Voice, all the things, and this was from like 16 to 18, back when I was still learning my voice, learning my niche. I always thought that I was going to be like this super baritone singer, and I was way down there, and I wanted to be Chris Young. I wanted to have that real low tomorrow kind of voice, and it just wasn't. That's not where my voice naturally was all the time, and so I had to learn that. And so going through about 20 years old, I probably learned, okay, you're not gonna be Chris Young. You're not gonna be Josh Turner. It's okay.
Oh man, do I love Josh.
Mm.
But I really like Dylan Gray too. He's
There we
he's one of my new favorites.
Hey, I like hearing that. I like hearing that a lot. I'm excited. I'm excited to show you guys some songs here in a bit, and I get John's reaction because I know John. He hasn't got to hear it yet.
I know.
No.
But wait, before you do, how many gigs are you doing these days?
As of right now, at this moment, I have 0 shows booked, but that is just because of the fact that for the next year, I have nothing planned. I will have nothing, set up on the books right away. I want to get to watch my baby boy take his first steps. So I want to watch him do, sit up for the first time. So I'm kind of,
That's good to do.
it's super slow. I'm not going to say I'm taking a leave because I'm not. I'm going to do shows here and there, but it'll be booked like a week or two in advance, maybe. I'm not booking anything out months ahead just because I don't know where I'll be. I've got a baby boy that's fixing to be born, and that's all I'm really worried about right now.
Tell you what, there's nothing more that's going to attract your fans than a family loving man. Family first, always. Sing to that baby, watch him grow. I can't wait to see it all.
Judson James, he's gonna be a musical feller. I feel like Katie does think that he's gonna come out with a guitar, a mustache, and he's gonna be singing Chattahoochee though.
I hope so. Oh my goodness.
He might. I'm not sure. If he does, If he has a little mustache, it's definitely mine.
How did you guys meet?
So okay, now we're gonna get into what's gonna make me seem super redneck. I'm
That's all right. You see this one here?
You say super redneck, and I hope to God the words come out of your mouth of family reunion. So
definitely not.
Good. All right.
No, but I did meet her at a gas station.
At a gas station?
Yes,
Yeah.
and she had a pet raccoon.
Okay.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
That feels pretty bad.
That's not that bad.
I met my fiance at a gas station. I was there picking on a guitar, and she came with her pet raccoon, and we hit it off pretty good. That sounds pretty redneck to me.
I love it.
That works. I think you're good with it.
I am. Oh,
Ain't that bad.
I ended up naming my baby after that street that that the gas station's on. So yes, I'm good with it.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Yeah. I met her on Judson Street in Judsonia, Arkansas, and now our baby's name is Judson James Gray. So I'm pretty excited.
I love it. I can't wait to see what he's going to look like.
Oh, he's gonna be adorable. I guarantee it. If if we were on the TikTok right now, I'd bring a little green screen thing and I'd show you the little picture of this 5D ultrasound. Actually, hold on. Whoa. Let's see.
Look at those cheeks. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that insane how the ultrasound can, like, you can see your baby's face?
I love it.
When we did that, I thought that was nuts. When we seen our son's face, I was like, "That's his face," and they were like, "Yeah," and I was like, "How does that fucking work?
That fucking work.
How are you able to see this child's face in their stomach?"
It is nuts.
It's pretty cool though.
I agree. I was very, very skeptical at first. I'm like, we're gonna be seeing, like a bunch of goo. It's gonna look like we can just see your organs, and we're not gonna see nothing. But no, they were like, it's gonna look like they stuck something in there and took a picture.
Yeah,
And it did.
it's wild.
I was shocked.
So he's not even here yet, but I'm going to throw a question at you.
Oh boy.
What are your dreams for his future?
Whatever
For him.
My dreams for him and what he wants to do could be two very different things. But I did give him a country singer name for a reason. So
Absolutely.
now I gave him a country singer name because, I wanted him to have that opportunity. And I tried to give him a even better country singer name than Dylan Gray. But whatever he wants to do is up to him, and that's one of those things that I hope he decides and he works hard towards. Whatever it is, and if I can help him, however that may be, I'm going to do so. So
You're
but
going to be a great dad.
Basement guy. He's not going to be a stay in the basement guy. I can tell you
No.
that.
No.
There's not going to be him staying in the basement or staying at our house until he's 30. I won't have it.
Yeah, but they kind of pick up what you do. Like our son, I'm a big gearhead. I like fast cars, fast trucks, motors, and he likes fast cars, fast trucks. I like fishing. He likes fishing. So it's, they pick up on what you do.
Right.
No.
Lucas, when he was staying here, he stayed here for quite some time, and he was super into music and super into YouTube and podcasts and doing this and doing that. That's all he watches. That's all he watches is YouTube creators, just creating and how to make video games, how to make money doing this, that, and the other. And that boy will sit there and watch it for hours. And when he came here, he's like, I'm gonna be a country singer. And I'm like, all right, well, here's you a guitar. And before I even got much out of him word wise, I was like, I've barely heard this boy, talk, much less sing. And there was one day we were here and he started singing my song back to me verbatim. No lyrics in hand, nothing like that. And I got a video of it and I put it on my Instagram, and I was shocked.
That's amazing.
It gives me chills. They're paying attention more than you think.
Mm-hmm.
They're paying attention.
Yeah, they are. Ours is getting to the point now that, when they're little, you can talk somewhat normal in the car and you don't have to worry about them paying attention or hearing or knowing what you're talking about. Well, now it's to the point where he's like, hey, did you guys do this yesterday? And you're like, where did you even hear we were going to do something like that? I heard you guys say it.
He's like, only 5.
Jesus.
How old is Luke?
9.
Luke is 9.
Okay. See, our daughter's 13.
Oh, I've got a song to show y'all, and I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm so sorry, John. I knew you had a little boy, but you should have told me you had a daughter, because now I have a song to.
Well, my daughter, she don't look 13. She did a live with me Sunday, and immediately I had guys on there. What's her Snapchat? She doesn't have Snapchat. I said she's 13. There's no way she's 13. She's 13.
Yeah, keep moving. You're watching this.
She looks
keep
like she's in her
moving.
20s. I'm
Mama,
like,
don't play.
yeah, she does look older, but she's not. She's a 13-year-old child. I was like, she has the mentality of a 13-year-old.
Yeah, calm down.
Family cups and hanging out with her friends.
Yeah. I've got a song called I Wasn't Ready, and it's about watching your baby girl grow up.
Oh, yeah.
And I wrote it after having a dream of having a baby girl and having to watch her grow up in speed motion through my dream. And I woke up in tears, and then on my way home from Nashville that day, I wrote that song in the like driving in the rain. I'm squalling my eyes out, trying not to crash while typing this song out, and it was quite interesting, to say the least.
Little bit about us that we don't share too often, but John is the best bonus dad ever. John has raised our daughter Chloe since she was 3, since she was in diapers. Her father, she never got to meet him. He actually passed away when she was 5. So she now knows that side of her family, but never got to meet him. And he's the best bonus dad ever. And you sound like you are too.
I'll have to say I'm super proud of you for that, John. You know, that's not something that a lot of men can do and do good. And
it's hard. I can tell you right now,
takes strong men.
It's very hard to raise a child that's not yours, because you never want to feel like you're crossing the line on discipline or, what you say and this and that. It's a hard thing to do. But when I first met, well, we've known each other since high school.
But we reconnected in our early 20s, and she was already 3.
And meeting Chloe, I was like, this little girl has no dad. Like, she's so precious that how can, I have to give her a father figure that she needs. Because you look at her and you're just like, this child is so perfect.
Thanks. No, I'm kidding.
It's something I really want to do because, I love Tiff, and then, Chloe was the cherry on top, and I had to give her the best dad I could be. And then we did good for a little bit, and then I got electrocuted, and that really hurt the family.
But we're doing good. Dylan, I want to hear this song.
Okay. So this is I Wasn't Ready. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna throw this out there. This is unreleased to people that are really wanting to hear this. This is the only place you can hear this outside of me.
We're the first.
I'll never forget the way she looked at me. Her puppy dog eyes begging me, crying, "Daddy, please don't leave." It was her first day of school. I just played it cool as I dropped her off. Then I cried like a fool, 'cause I wasn't ready to feel that pain, like I just let her go, like I gave her away. Then I was the one with tears in my eyes, praying, asking God for a little more time, 'cause I wasn't ready. Well, the years passed, yeah, the time flew right on by. She was more grown up, just old enough to drive. The same puppy dog eyes now begging me for my keys. saying, Daddy, can I go? Please, Daddy, please, but I wasn't ready to feel that pain. I could just let her go, like I gave her away. Then I was the one with tears in my eyes, praying, asking God for a little more time. 'Cause I wasn't ready. No, 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 I wasn't ready. No, 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 I wasn't ready. Walking her down that aisle, I was fighting back tears, trying like hell to fake a smile. 'Cause I wasn't ready to feel that pain, like I just let her go, like I gave her away. Then I was the one with tears in my eyes, praying, asking God for a little more time. 'Cause I wasn't ready. No, 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 I wasn't ready. No, 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 I wasn't ready.
All I can think about was the first day of kindergarten. John was there. Like all of the beautiful moments he was there for, and he's going to be there for. We almost lost him. Like, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
That was very beautiful.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make y'all cry on the podcast.
That's all right. Your voice is incredible. Your skills are. Do you only play acoustic?
I play acoustic, and I basically only play original songs. I I I get in trouble a lot with that because I don't like. That's why I don't play as many shows as a lot of other artists. I only play original songs. I don't like to play covers, but that is just because of the fact that someone once told me, if you want to be known as a cover singer, go out there and sing cover songs. If you want to be known as an original artist, write your songs, record them, and then other people will sing them too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I've basically stuck to that. And so when I go to Nashville and I want to play and make money and do things like that, I sing out on Printer's Alley. I just sing in this little alleyway, and I've met a lot of people doing that. And I've watched people walk right past me, and I've watched people stand there for 4 or 5 songs. It's a hard business, but writing is something that I enjoy because you know when I heard when I heard songs that made me cry, and or that I heard songs that I would look up when I was in a bad mood. I would say I want to do that. I want to do that right there. I want to write songs that are going to be there for somebody when they need it. And so that's what I've done. I've wrote songs that are relatable. I don't like to write songs that are, about going to the bar and getting drunk all the time, throwing chairs off the 6th floor balcony. I like to write songs about, you know, you know, uh, taking your kid to school for the first time and watching them walk down the aisle.
You like to write songs that mean something.
Music is a huge part of our lives.
Well,
we both feel.
I absolutely love music, and when I was at work, I used to do everything from mechanic to welder to operator, and you'd operate for 14 hours in a machine. There was no hour, 2 hour breaks, nothing. It was 14 hours you're in that machine.
No.
So all you could do is listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where my music like just blew up, like it expanded to everything because I love country. Now the new country, I can't do it. I
I,
can't hear about you waking up on the wrong side of the bed and on my truck bed, and that's the whole song. The whole song is you repeating the same thing. I can't do it.
hey,
So,
okay. That song right there, I'm gonna have to defend Hardy a little bit.
oh, come on, no.
The only reason why I've got to defend him on this is because that's something that that could really happen.
It could, but your lyrics, I think they're gonna work on the lyrics.
I'm not gonna go in on this because if I say anything,
No, we don't expect you to.
if I say anything wrong, then Dylan Gray's never getting into country music. So,
but no, I think that music has changed dramatically. When we're like I said, when I'd be at work, I would listen to rock, older rap, country, everything. I mean,
We don't have a
podcast,
preference. As
no.
long as it touches our soul,
It's
that's what we
good.
like.
Nowadays, it's hard to find good music. For country, I listen to a lot of 90s. But you have like Matt Mason and Cody Jinks and Cody Johnson, and you have the newer guys that are coming out, but they're still like that underground country that is not mainstream and has gone to the point where the singer is just a singer. That's it. He's just a face now. So it's good to see that we still have guys out there that are trying to make real country music. So you keep doing you, man.
I'm pushing like heck for it. It's something that I truly, truly want. And I've been getting the right people in my corner here lately. I've made some really good friends. I'm not gonna try to shout out a whole bunch of people, but let's just say this: Gray Nation. I'm so thankful for them. They are what keeps me going, other than my fiance and my baby boy in there. Just knowing that I have the right people in my corner, it definitely helps. I'm right now, because of my a select few of Gray Nation. I'm in the studio right now. It's not because I went and worked my butt off. It's because they did. And I was working my butt off. Don't get me wrong. I was working my butt off, but it wasn't to go towards the studio. It was me prepping for this baby. And they were like, hey, we want that song, we want this song, we want that song. And I'm like, I can't afford that right now. And they're like, well, we can. Bling. And so now I just left the studio on Monday, recording 3 new songs. And I'm super grateful for my friends, my family, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. So
that's awesome.
Remain humble, remain kind, remain genuine, and the right people will come to you.
Yeah.
Don't get taken advantage of now, but remain humble and you're going to go far.
That and the respect you'll get. I mean, look at Oliver Anthony. He had that one song, it just blew up. And I mean, that song, if you've ever worked blue collar, you guys know that song hits. But he's also a just humble person where he canceled what show was it? Somewhere in Tennessee, he had a show that he found out the venue was charging his fans like $50 a ticket. And he dropped the show and said, no, we're done with that. And found a whole new venue because he didn't want his fans to pay that money for that. That's a good person.
I can agree.
And then everybody sees that and they're like, look at that.
You're going far, friend.
You'll get there.
See, now, for everybody who's watching, Dylan caught my attention because he has
good looks.
Yes, good looks. That does help. me. He's like, who's coming on next? Is he cute? Is he hot? You want him? No. Dylan caught my attention because he was singing another unreleased song called Working Man's Prayer. And John has not heard this yet.
John hasn't.
But this makes me want to cry thinking about it because, again, it just touches home for so many of us blue-collar families.
And I'm super excited. I'm super excited to show John, for one. But I'm super excited to get this song out there. And this is one of the songs that I started recording on Monday. And y'all will be one of the first people to get to hear it, anywhere other than just TikTok. I do sing it on my TikTok, but this is the only spot that you can go to Spotify and find it. So I would just roll right into it, but I'm gonna let y'all tell me when, because if I get into it, I might start crying, and we're gonna have to,
Listen, if you cry, that means your heart is in it.
That's right.
And your
100%.
heart has to be in it, because you look at all these 90s country stars, their heart was in it. They loved their fans with their heart and soul.
Well, their heart was in the music, 100%. Look at Alan Jackson. He walked out of the awards because whoever went on stage that day, he was like, "This is bullshit. Sing country no more." And he got up and walked out. That's because he believes in the real country.
Got to keep it alive.
And that's what you're doing, man. That's what you're doing.
I'm doing my best. Don't get me wrong. There's a song of mine that's coming out that I had quite a few people like. It's got an 808 in it. It's not actual drums this time. This is actually one of my very first songs that's going to have a beat to it. And
well, you do have to spice it up.
Yeah, well,
I get that.
I'm gonna put a beat in it, and I'm excited about it just because of the fact that I love songs with a lot of bass, and I love songs that makes my truck rattle, and this is gonna be one of those songs.
Nice.
And I'm like, this is so cool. I'm fixing to have one of those songs. And so I'm super excited about that. But this is Working Man's Prayer. And I'll give a little bit of description on it. I was working with a carpenter over in Mississippi, driving there every day. And we kind of run out of work on one job, and it was I knew it was coming, but this baby boy was coming too, and I was praying. I was like, Lord, please don't let it be today. And that's how this song became about. It's Working Man's Prayer. Don't know what you see in me with these cards you keep on dealing me. I know there's a reason. God, please give me a sign. I'm trying to hold up, trying to make it through, but there's only so much I can do. I feel I'm doing my best just to survive. I'm trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids, trying to raise them right in a world screwed up as this. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and hell. I can't never get ahead no matter how hard I try. Hell, I'm working 2 jobs, yet still don't have a dime. Now I love my wife and I love my kids. Yeah, I pray that I can do right by them. I ain't praying for money, Lord, I'm just praying for time. I'm trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids, trying to raise them right in a world screwed up sis. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. Yeah, hell and heaven. Yeah. Lord, I know that you're busy, so I'll try to hold my breath. I'm drowning down here, and Lord, I'm scared to death. Trying to put food on the table, trying to make time for my kids, trying to raise them right in a world screwed up sis. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. Yeah, hell and heaven. These days, Lord, it's hard to make a living down here between hell and heaven. Yes.
Awesome.
So many families are working so hard, and times are just getting harder.
I agree.
And that is so meaningful.
Like I said, that's a true prayer that I was praying, and just I was writing on my way to work that day. I was just in my head. I was working on one song, and I was getting fed up trying. I was like, so I started to pray, and all the words that were coming out of my mouth, I was like, I guarantee you, there's somebody out there that's feeling just like this right now, and they're working so hard and struggling so hard to barely get by, and I, I I wanted to write something. I wanted there to be a song out there for them to relate to, and to be able to know that they're not alone in that feeling. That's something that we all feel, and whether whether that song makes it, giant or not, that's still going to be a song that's out and that's going to be there that they can go and listen to. That the people that have heard it and have related to it, they'll be able to go and listen to. I'm not
It
just
relates to like every blue collar man and women that are out there. I mean, it does. I mean, we've all worked these jobs and we know how tough it is to get by. And today's age, it ain't no better. I mean, even 5 years ago, before I got hurt, it was still hard, and the economy was nearly what it is now. But it don't matter how the economy is, busting your ass every day for these jobs.
We see you, we hear you. That's why this is called Forgotten Working Class. We see you. You're not forgotten.
that
Dylan, you recognize them too.
Yeah,
that's one of the main reasons why when I seen y'all's name come in on the TikTok, I said, I got a song for you. Have I got a song for you? That's one of those songs that, like you said, I feel like any blue collar American, any blue collar person in general, there's going to be people, over the seas you know, that they're working their asses off too, probably for less than we are.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they'll be able to relate, and they're probably praying that same prayer. So I'm excited to get that one out there. That's one of the ones that I'm truly, truly excited about.
You have been blessed with a voice, a guitar, a beautiful baby, a beautiful family.
Good looks.
Good looks. John thinks you're cute. No. You've been so blessed. Like, I am cheering for you hardcore.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to see where you go in this life.
Well, I appreciate that a bunch. It's
I want to see you walking on that red carpet, all
Hell
awkward,
yeah.
all awkward, like just because you
super awkward.
Yep, way out of place. You're just like, I'm here. I don't know what to do.
I'm gonna be like, here, got baby in this arm.
That's right.
Saying this one, she's got a raccoon on her shoulder.
Right there. You make that entrance, everybody's gonna be like, who the fuck is that guy? We need to know now. Who is this dude?
That is right now.
Does she still have the raccoon?
No. So actually, it got loose a while back, and
Aw.
we haven't been able to find it since. But it was, if you ask her, it was the greatest pet she ever had. It was the sweetest. We took it. When she was working, she was working at a nursing home, and we'd be able to take it over there, and just, you know, we wouldn't be able to let anybody pet it or anything like that, just in case. But you know, they'd be able to look at it and just run around, kind of hang out.
That's awesome.
And I thought it was pretty cool.
That is cool.
You guys seem like really amazing people.
I appreciate that. I definitely try my best.
If y'all ever make it down to Florida, we would love to get together. You have new family down here.
So we'll go do
Don't
some
forget
fishing.
about us when you make it big.
Hey, what part of Florida?
West Palm.
West Palm. Okay. I've ever been. I don't know exactly. I don't know Florida well. I'm sorry, but you know, probably the closest I'll get to y'all as I know of right now. You know, I've got some pretty good friends over towards the Floribama.
Okay.
And I don't know how close that is to you guys, but
not close.
That's on the edge of Florida and Bama. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
know where West Palm is, so I'm just like, hey, you know, Orange Beach.
That's probably like a good 5 hours, 6 hours away.
Oh well.
Listen.
Sounds like y'all are a good, 11 hours, 12 hours away, but
yeah,
we're down by Miami, to say the least.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're
2 hours.
2.5 hours away from Miami.
Orlando.
Yeah, we're right in between Orlando and Miami.
Orlando's
2 hours north, 2 hours south.
Yep.
Okay. Well, then I'll probably hit y'all up here pretty soon then.
Yeah.
Dylan, I want a picture of your face with your autograph, because when you're standing on that Opry or Raymond stage, I'm going to say he was on our podcast.
Have you stood on the stage yet?
I have not.
We have.
We took a tour. Okay? But Dylan is going to make he's going to make his way there. And
I have been I've been outside with someone I've been outside with their brother in the smoking section.
Who?
You said smoking section. Is that a reference?
I was outside smoking one day. I was smoking a cigarette, and I was it was my birthday. It was a Jacob Bryant. It was his debut, and I've been a Jacob Bryant fan for a long time. And his brother was out there smoking a cigarette too. And I was like, I didn't know I didn't know that until he told me. He's like, yeah, that's my brother up there on the stage. And I'm like, you're shitting me. I'm like, one day I'm going to be up there too. And he's like, oh, you're a singer? I'm like, yeah. I showed him my song. He's like, okay, wow. Oh, all right. Yes, you are.
You go
And
to Nashville often?
not as of right now, but that why, because
Yeah.
the baby fixing to be here. But it's we're working on up until this last week, I couldn't afford to drive there and still be able to park. That's $40 for parking. But I wouldn't have been able to afford to get the gas. But we, like I said, I've had some of the right people in my corner, and we've been pushing like heck here lately, just trying to get ahead of things. So
What is we always like to leave people with something inspirational. So,
Yeah.
what do you have for people chasing their dreams like you are?
well, if they're chasing their jeans, close.
My
Then
bad.
no, I had to pick on you. I just a
That's
little
all
bit.
right.
Yeah, I had to pick on you just a little bit. No, for anybody out there chasing your dream, I will have to say, never give up. Follow your path. Don't follow someone else's. And like my song, "The Hard Way." Dang, all right, you guys.
Hit it.
I one song. I forgot. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing. I'm just gonna sing you part of it.
Is this released or no?
This one is released. This one's called "The
Okay.
Hard."
You need a lighter.
Grandpa told Daddy, then Daddy told me, you gotta work to live, you gotta live to dream. You own $1,000,000, well, it don't come free. Yeah, some things are taught, some things are learned, some things are bought, and some things are earned. You're gonna fall down, you're gonna get stuck, don't ever give in, don't ever give up. Nothing in this life is easy. I learned that the hard way. I'm gonna leave it at that, just because
I like it.
You are
I like it.
incredible.
say there is nothing in this life that comes easy, and you will find that out the hard way every corner you look these days. But don't ever give in, don't ever give up. Follow your own path. And you can't make $1,000,000 on a minimum wage work ethic. That's another thing I'm going to say as well.
That is very true. That is very true.
You have a mic on your arm? Let's see that one.
3 chords.
Beautiful.
Very dope. I like that.
And then got a guitar on the forearm. I'd show it a little closer, but it's weird angles. I'm like, yeah. What's your name? What's your sign? What's your birthday?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
What's your wrist tattoo? Bible verse.
Stick to original.
That's what I feel like over here. I'm like, I don't know what it says. Here you go.
I like it though.
Yeah, that's how I feel on that. I'm just sitting here going, but yeah, I've got a lot of ink that just I wanted to decorate myself in things that would remind me of, you know, why I'm here, why I'm doing this, and if I was to give myself advice later down the road, what would it be? And follow your own path. Life's a dance. You learn as you go. Music is to hear, is not just to hear. It's to feel. It's 3 chords and the truth. That's I put all these phrases on me just so I know where I came from. People say that you forget where you come from. I won't. I have reminders late, inked into me. But
This has been a lot of fun. We got a free performance, unreleased songs. Like
I don't have to take her to the concert anymore. That works.
We're going to Dylan Gray at the Opry.
Hey.
We love I was asking how often you go to Nashville because We absolutely love Nashville. We've been multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this: when I do go to Nashville, most likely I will be singing on the street, so you won't have to pay for anything.
Listen, I'm gonna
Perfect.
have
I'm
my
about that.
dollars and I'll
Saving
make it
money?
rain. Make it rain on Dylan.
Yes.
So everybody
I can
comes.
Yes, that's what we're gonna do. When you go there, we're gonna take, how much did you say?
I didn't.
Perfect. We're gonna take $1,000 in ones, and both of us are just gonna throw them, and then the crowd will just draw right into you.
I'm just gonna say this: I think the people might, you know,
Flock to you.
might flock me there. They'd be all over it. They'd be like, "Yeah, let's go, Dylan, great." You know,
You were awesome. Put the money in the wallet. Go.
I've only had one guy try to mug me out there, so it
Jesus.
was quite interesting. I won't tell the story because it's a long one. But I'll say this: the guy tried to stomp on my guitar when I closed my guitar case. I closed my guitar case because this guy was, he was hanging around there getting into my money, and I kicked my guitar case shut. And I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" Now, and he's like, "Oh, I dropped my wallet." I'm like, "No, you didn't." I was watching my friend. I was watching, and then he got up my face all drunk like or stoned or whatever he was, and he proceeded to try to hit me, and he hit my guitar, and I've currently still have a crack in my
Oh
guitar
my goodness.
right there, and it was wild. It was wild. It was crazy times in Nashville. But
Listen.
I felt like I was one of them that, because when I go to Nashville, I'm sleeping in my truck half the time, and I'm in a parking garage, curled up on a tailgate. I woke up on the wrong side of my truck bed.
That's dedication. Nothing comes easy.
That's right. That's right. Oh man, that is.
Well, it's been a true honor doing this with you.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys for having me.
Definitely amazing.
Thank you so much.
Enjoyed hearing y'all's story not too long ago, and getting to know you guys a little better than this podcast was really great. I appreciate you guys.
Well, you truly have two new friends down here in Florida. We're here for you anytime, and we're taking this ride with you. We can't wait to see where you go.
Like I said, when you come down here, we'll go do some fishing.
I'm
I
down.
see on your hat it looks like a peacock bass.
I do.
We got some decent peacock bass here.
Yeah, this is a Western Field peacock bass camo hat. Shout out to the Western Field. They're actually just started sponsoring me. I'm one of their ambassadors. They're not just a brand; they're more like family.
That's
But
awesome.
They heard my song Buckle Bunny that's unreleased. I can't show that to y'all right now. But they heard that one, and they're wanting to help me get it out there. So
That's awesome.
wanted to shout them out just a little bit at the very end.
Absolutely. You gotta
Who are they
appreciate
again? Shout them out again.
The Western Field, westernfield.com, and if you use promo code Dylan10, you can have 10% off.
Awesome.
I love it. Awesome.
You gotta appreciate your supporters,
That's
your
right.
fans. Give thanks. That's the best thing you could do is show your appreciation.
And I appreciate the hell out of them. That's for dang sure. I
All
appreciate.
right.
Well, I better get out of here before we run out of time. But thank you guys so much. Truly.
Stay humble.
Yes.
Stay kind and family first.
Definitely.
That baby's gonna be watching you.
And he's already hearing me because every time I sing, I'm sure he's in there. He's been beating his mama up in there and from the inside, just kicking and going at it.
I love it. Go for that walk.
Go for that walk. All right, you guys. Thank y'all so much.
Have a good one.
We'll see you.
Have a good one.
Bye.